Okay, so you are doing cold outreach on LinkedIn, you start a conversation and then the lead stop replying you, and what do? Most people assume when someone is not replying you, they're not interested, but the truth is that people get busy, they get distracted, or they forget. So if you're not following up on them, you're going to leave money on the table. So this is what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to show you this flow we built inside of n8n that's going to automatically take care of all of the leads who ghosted you on LinkedIn for you. And the best part is that this work is already done. As you can see here, already built this for you. All you have to do is to join our Skool community, download this, and then use it for your own business. If you're new here, I'm Magdalena, co-founder of Replic. I'm here to help you automate your entire outreach process with strategies and approaches that actually work. So if you're interested in that, make sure to follow for more, and let's get started. Okay, before diving into the flow, let's talk about why this is so important. So why does follow-ups matter? 48% of salespeople never follow up after the first response. So this is how it works. If you're doing cold outreach, you're building a campaign and you follow up several times for the lead to answer you. But when they answered you, this is where most salespeople stop to follow up. And this is where we want to emphasize that these leads are a gold mine. So what you want to do here is that you actually want to follow up on the leads that actually replied to you, because most deals happen after multiple touch points. Timing is everything. If you wait too long, you will lose them. If you follow up manually, it's inconsistent and impossible to scale. And most probably you have no idea how to follow up properly. So you don't want to just bump the thread or something like that. You want to craft a super personalized follow-up that actually would make sense to the prospects. And so the solution is AI plus n8n and LinkedIn. This is where automation comes in. We built a system using n8n and AI that automatically follow-ups on LinkedIn in a personalized way based on your prospect's profile and previous conversation. And we want to make it as human-like as possible. So how does it work? Step one, we're going to detect the prospects who stopped responding. The system is going to track who engaged but then went silent. After that, AI is going to generate a smart follow-up. Instead of sending a generic just checking in message, AI analyzes their LinkedIn profile and previous messages to craft a relevant, engaging response. And then step 3, messages are going to be sent on autopilot. The AI generated follow-up is sent at the perfect time, keeping the conversation alive without you lifting a finger. And it keeps running until you finally get an answer. So all of this is going to be on autopilot. And why it works is because it's personalized. Messages are tailored to each prospect's profile, making them feel natural. It's automated, no manual tracking or copy-pasting follow-ups. It increases replies to stay top of mind without being pushy, and it works at scale on all your LinkedIn connections. Every follow-up is going to feel personal and well-timed. So most deals aren't lost because of rejection, it's because of inaction. So what we want to do is that we're going to use AI to take care of all of these conversations for us. So now when you understand why this is so important for our business, let's dive into the flow. Okay, so in today's video I have 2 flows for you. The first one is basically this one that is going to check our LinkedIn inboxes for us to check if we sent a message to the prospect or if we received a message from the prospect. So if you want to exclude people from this flow, you can do it right here if you're already in conversation with someone, for instance. But if we are the one that is working on the prospect, we're going to then retrieve the conversation and the lead's information. AI is going to analyze if this is a lead that should be followed up or not, and then we're going to update everything in a sheet for you in here. So if it's a new lead, it's going to add the lead right here with all of the information that you need, and we're going to update the follow-up history, when the prospect replied, the last message you received from the prospect, the last message you sent to the prospect, and then a little bit of information about the prospect right here so you can follow their journey. So if the lead is finally replying to you, the AI is going to detect that and then stop following up, and also updating the lead status inside of the sheets to know where they are in their journey. So this is what this first flow is doing, and the next flow is this flow that is basically going to check if it's the right time to follow up on the lead or not. So inside of this prompt right here, we have follow-ups after 3 days, 7 days, and 14 days. And you can change this after your likings, of course, but the goal is to mimic something that is as human as possible, right? And if we detect that this is the right time to reach out to them, we're going to retrieve information from the LinkedIn profile, and then we're going to use AI to craft a super personalized message and send it on LinkedIn. So the AI is going to keep track when it's needed to be follow up again and again. And if the lead is replying to us, then this flow is going to detect it and then stop the flow for us. So now I'm going to trigger the flow to show you how it looks like when it's live. Okay, so here I'm mimicking a situation that you would recognize if you're doing LinkedIn outreach. So here we have Max is the seller in this case. He is sending a sales message to me as a prospect. And what I would do here is that I would finally reply to him. And when I reply to him, then he's going to obviously be super excited because he finally got a response from his prospect. So now I'm going to trigger this flow. And what Max is going to do here is that he's going to send me a message to try to sell to me, which should be pretty fast, because if he's a good seller, he would know that when the prospect is answering, then the prospect is hot and wants to speak right now. And here you can see that he's sending me a follow-up here. And inside of this workflow, you can now see that we are detecting that this lead is new, and we are adding that lead inside of the sheet. As you can see here, we went through all of these steps and we could detect that this is a new lead, and we added it to the sheet. And we have all of the information about me in this case inside of the sheet, so that you can follow the journey right here. And as you can see, the lead status is open, which means that we're going to follow up on this lead if they are ghosting us. So now I'm not going to reply to Max in a couple of days. And now I'm going to force this second flow right here. So we're going to get a follow-up right here just because I'm forcing this flow. But normally it would then check if this is the right time to follow up according to the schedule. And if not, it's gonna wait. And if it's the right time, it's going to send the message for us. But this is how it's going to look like when the flow is done. So now the workflow is executed successfully. And here, as you can see, we got a follow-up from the AI that wrote this message for us. Magdalena, I understand the confusion. At Replic, focusing on AI personalization for cold outreach, open up new avenues for engagement. And you can see the whole message right here. Now, if I still don't reply to Max, it's going to check again on the schedule. And if it's the right time to send the message, it's going to send it. Otherwise, it's going to wait. But now I'm going to force it again just to show you another example of the follow-ups. So as you can see, we're retrieving information from the LinkedIn profile to make sure that the message is going to be as personalized as possible. And here we have a new message. As you can see, we're mentioning the confusion because I said in my message that I didn't really understand how they could help me. So here you can see that we are actually giving the relevant information for this specific lead, also always changing up the call to action to make it as conversational as possible. And now let's say I finally reply back to Max and say, yes, I got it, like that. Then we're going to be able to trigger this flow. And we can see the lead replied back to us. And if we check back on the sheet, we can now see that the lead status is now closed. So this is how the flow works. We're going to check all of the messages for you, follow up for you, and also stop the flow when we finally got a reply back from the prospect. So I really hope you see the power in this flow. It's not only automatic, but it's also personalized and scalable. And if you're not following up on your leads, you're going to lose potential revenue. And this is what we want to save you from. So if you see the power of automations and need custom workflows built for your business, email us on the email down below. Otherwise, you can just join our Skool community where I'm going to upload flows like these every week for you to use in your business. Make sure to join Outreach AI Automation Agents, and I'm going to add this as a new course right here inside of our community. And make sure to join now because prices increase each 10 members. If you find this video valuable, please comment and like this video below. I really look forward to talk to you again in the next video. Have a good week. Bye.